So much depends on reputation. Guard it with your life.
It's a real deal now.
OG, big fish. We the ones that you wanna get with. Took a couple L's, rung a couple bells. Real ones, too legit for point selling. Straight shooters, all troopers. Me and the guys ain't never been losers. See a nice little ting, we pursue her. See a nice little, yeah.
Ew, big fish-ish, y'all know what it is. And I want to share something with y'all today. Not a big fish biz talk, not a just spoke with God, but I do want to reference a book that we're reading in our book club, 48 Laws of Power. And more specifically, we're on law number 5. And we're going over some stuff on law number 5, which is so much depends on reputation. Guard it with your life. So much depends on reputation. Guard it with your life. And we're going over this chapter. And I was thinking about reputation, what it has meant to me, how it determines my outlook on other people. And the question came up, how do you repair your reputation? If your reputation, and I guess first we should ask ourselves, is our reputation accurate as far as how we see ourselves or how we want people to see ourselves compared to how they're actually seeing us based on our actions, based on our ways? So, it reminded me back when I was younger and growing up, and I never really looked at this lesson that my dad gave me in relation to reputation. However, when it comes to repairing a reputation or going from one reputation to another, it applies. So when my brother and I used to get in trouble, Dad was the disciplinarian, Pops was the disciplinarian, and he was known for more having the stricter punishments, I'd say. It is what it is. It taught me a lot. I'm thankful for it now. But when he was stricter with these punishments, I realized the cheat code, or I learned a cheat code. And that cheat code was when I messed up, and before my dad was getting ready to give me a punishment, or even after he gave me a punishment, I learned that if I went to him and I was honest, told him the truth, told him everything about what happened, and I let him know that I had thought about what happened, and as I thought about it, I realized where I messed up, how I messed up, why I messed up, not giving an excuse, but just being honest with him as far as why I made that decision. And when I was honest with all these things and honest about things that I'm doing to fix this situation or to make sure that this situation never happens again, I could see my dad melting. And I may have told this story before, but I didn't tell it in relation to repairing a reputation or to getting a reputation to what we want it to be. How do we repair a reputation? We tell the truth. We tell the truth. We tell the truth to ourselves first. So we have to acknowledge things and be realistic with ourselves as far as, hey, I know that I want my reputation to be whatever this is over here. However, I'm all the way over here. How do I get to this point? That's where the honesty comes in and the truth comes in with ourselves. So then we have to start taking actions and holding ourselves accountable to doing the things and holding ourselves to a higher standard that will get us from this point to our goal. Now, when we're dealing with other people, it's the same thing. We don't have to talk about it. Reputations are not built by what we talk about, how we present ourselves. Reputations are built by the actions and how we move, whether or not somebody's looking or not. So, being truthful with ourselves is going to, if we got it in us, force us to hold ourselves to a higher standard and hold ourselves accountable to becoming the person that we want to be. So therefore, that reputation will be reflected in our actions. That'll be what we present to the world. So therefore, we won't have to worry about presenting it, I should say. We shouldn't have to present it. It'll just be people seeing the areas that we made improvements, people seeing the wins that came from making those improvements, and us going from there. But I don't want us to lose sight of the most important point, and it's being honest, and honest with ourselves first and foremost. Honesty is going to be the only thing that brings about change for any of us. We first got to realize where we are in order to then be honest, or to have the courage, I should say, to make those changes to get to where we want to be. So honesty. Think about politics very quickly, and I should have just ended it there, but y'all know me. Sometimes I go on these tangents. It is what it is. Think about the politicians. Nobody's just honest. And maybe one candidate who we believe is more honest than the other, we tend to be attracted to them. Even if a candidate is a liar, like we will, in our weird minds, rationalize, well, they all lie, this person. We all know that happens. But how does a candidate repair their reputation? Stop being a politician. What does stop being a politician mean? Stop lying, right? Stop trying to finesse me. Be honest. This is how I felt here. This is why I felt this way maybe a couple years ago. This is why I did what I did to lead up to this point. But I'm seeing things differently because of A, B, and C. And therefore, I now think this is the right way. I think that would be highly respected and taken well by the overall public. It seems like that's what we're looking for now more than ever. Just somebody that can come, acknowledge exactly the areas in a respectful way. Hey, this is where I was. I understand. I was on the wrong side of this. I now see things a little bit differently. So here's the areas that I changed, and these are the reasons why I changed. I spoke to these people, spoke to these experts, saw these things happening that I was not okay with, and then worked with these people to create a solution to now get us to move in this direction over here. People will respect that. Honesty, being genuine, being transparent, being direct communication. There's a reason why most of us aren't able to handle direct constructive criticism, is because we're so used to all the fluff that makes us feel good rather than things that are actually going to build us habits to make us actually good. You get what I'm saying? So I told you I should have stopped before I got into politics. So let me stop right now. If you want to change your reputation, if you want to fix your reputation, if you want to build on your current reputation, we have to be honest with ourselves first and foremost. So that way we can take all the actions after that and hold ourselves accountable to actually improving in those areas, becoming who we want to become. And then people will see us in that light. And then we just improved our reputation. There you have it. So with that, I'll see y'all soon. Make sure that y'all are tapping in with the wind down on Wednesday. And then Monday and Friday AM, we got the wake up. And I shall see y'all soon. Ew. Oh, and stop playing like y'all don't like the new setup, you heard?